Hello, and welcome to another episode of Selling Life and Annuities. I'm Paul Bechtold, Manager of Debt Elimination Programs here at Rd Marketing, and with me today is the newest member of our team, Jim Paris, Manager of our Final Expense and Simplified Issue Life Insurance. And today we want to talk about what agents need to know about Simplified Issue Life. So, Jim, share with us, if you could please, your expertise in this area.
Sure.
And tell us exactly what is Simplified Issue Life Insurance.
Thanks for having me here, Paul. There's starting to be a little bit of confusion out there in the industry with a lot of development and products going on. But quite simply, Simplified Issue Life Insurance relies on a series of health questions that you ask your client. That's the way that the carrier looks at your client. They do a MIB check, do a script check usually, but it is simply health questions, no fluids, no parameds, simplified, and easy for both the agent and the client.
Great. So now there's a couple other terms I think agents get confused with this, and I think it's very easy. I know myself when I first got into the insurance business, I heard Simplified Issue Life. It tends to blend in with a couple other things. The first one is accelerated underwriting. So what's the difference between Simplified Issue and accelerated underwriting, please?
Gotcha. So Simplified Issue, as we just discussed, just relies on a series of health questions and some background checks that are going on while you're taking the application. Accelerated underwriting, on the other hand, also you're going to get the health questions, but the carrier does reserve the right to kick it over to full underwriting. So they are doing the same checks. They're looking at the health history of the client at hand, and depending upon the carrier, your client could get issued a policy within 2 to 3 days. Sometimes it might take within 4 or 5 days. Other times it might be referred over to full underwriting. And now we're going the paramed route and we're doing the fluid draw and all of that a lot of clients don't want to do and a lot of agents don't want to get involved with either. But it is what it is.
So one of the differentiators that I'm hearing is we can't depend on there not being a paramed exam or blood and fluids involved.
That is correct. I mean, quite simply, it is a gamble. As you learn the products and learn the system per carrier, you will definitely get used to what you can expect and be able to pre-assess if your client is going to be a good candidate for the accelerated underwriting program.
Okay. Next category that oftentimes gets confused with Simplified Issue is Guarantee Issue. So talk a little bit about, Simplified Issue versus Guarantee Issue, if you could, Jim.
Gotcha. So another mistake that I see oftentimes, it's more so on the client side. They see the TV commercials, you're guaranteed to be accepted. And when one of our agents reach out to, and they're going to be trying to use a simplified issue solution. So that is not guaranteed issue. Simplified issue will issue a policy same day, next day coverage for the client. Guaranteed issue, you're going to be dealing with people with more severe health problems. The way the carrier offsets their risk to that is a waiting period. Typically it's a 24-month waiting period, but that being said, you are still going to be able to get that client the coverage that they will be needing. In the case that Mother Nature calls a little bit too soon, within that 24-month period, the carrier just doesn't collect the premiums and say, too bad, so sad. They do return those premiums to the beneficiary, plus usually a 10% bonus. But if you do have any questions, you're on the bubble as to which way to go, reach out to me. I'll walk you through the case. We'll find you the best possible solution for your particular client.
So let's talk about kind of the grade, if we could. So we have fully underwritten that could potentially go to accelerated underwriting, which would skip the blood and fluids, which could also then go to Simplified Issue, and then the worst case is Guarantee Issue, right? The big differentiator being with all those, what? Cost, right?
That is for sure. And you as an agent, going from simplified to guaranteed issue, there's also going to be a reduction in commission too. Some of the things that the agents don't really consider. Not that we're all in and we're trying to get the highest commission possible, but it is a factor in your business model. So it behooves you to get that client the best possible solution available to them. And believe me, here at Gordon Marketing, we have just about every solution that's available on the market today.
Great, Jim. So what kind of new innovations are you seeing in the simplified issue space, technology and so forth, maybe?
So one of the things that I am seeing not only carriers employ, but I'm starting to see agents employed in their practice is utilization of AI, artificial intelligence. The speed at which these carriers are going to be able to move, and I can only see it going quicker and quicker as the refinements go on in this AI technology, is going to be incredible. Obviously, in our fast-paced lifestyle we all lead, everybody wants to do things quick, right? Everything's super quick. I mean, I know me and you both have a couple gray hairs, but nowadays everybody wants it fast and quick. And the carriers are responding. They are developing new products that will be, a lot of them are going to be on the horizon very soon. I'm hearing 2 months. When they tell me 2 months, I laugh and I tell them probably more like 6. And that's usually the case. But we got some great products that are available right now on the accelerated side, but they also kind of fit in on the simplified side too as well. I mean, I'm not talking a whole life single premium type of products as well, not just, small final expense type cases. I mean, they're leaching into obviously term, but they're leaching into the whole life area as well. Major cases on the whole life side.
Yeah, so in general, it's safe to say that industry trend with advances in technology and access to databases like MIB, prescription history, and so forth is going to be more and more of a streamlined approach to underwriting, less and less blood and fluids, paramed exams and stuff like that, and more accelerated underwriting, simplified issue type of products out there at a reduced cost, by the way. And let's bring up one in particular. We have one carrier whose simplified issue is cheaper than their fully underwritten, right?
That is correct. I mean, if you think about it, it's going to take the carrier less man hours to get that policy issued. So, of course, the premiums are going to be a little bit cheaper. They're really working that into it. I had a conversation with an agent the other day. They expected the premiums reflected from about 15 years ago. Oh, well, the premiums are going to have to be higher now. Well, if you factor in, if you're working with a 20-year-old 15 years ago and now they're 35, that may be the case. But if you're looking today at a 20-year-old, the rates are actually cheaper. Everybody's talking about inflation and all that, and the price of everything is going up. Life insurance is staying steady because of the technology and the innovations the carriers are bringing. They're actually been reducing rates, and they're on par with what they were 10, 15, 20 years ago. It's actually amazing.
So Jim, last piece of this, and we'll kind of summarize, is the tools that agents can use in their practice to help navigate and sell more of these kinds of products.
Absolutely. I'm going to be doing webinars every Wednesday, bringing you the carriers and their latest solutions. I'm going to be bringing, in these same webinars, we're going to be showing off technology solutions that every agent can employ themselves. And I might add, they're extremely affordable. It doesn't make sense not to have these tools in your toolkit.
So Jim, let's just summarize it really quickly and kind of put it all together for the agent, okay? 30% of people have no life insurance at all. Another 50% are woefully underinsured, maybe depending on the group term life insurance that their employer provides, okay? The products are cheaper in terms of mortality costs than they've ever been. And with the advances of technology, we're able to place cases faster, quicker, and easier, and with less pain involved to both the agent and the client than ever. Is that a fair summary?
Hey, I think you nailed it right on the head, Paul. I mean, you couldn't have summed it up better.
And folks, those cases are right out there in front of you. If you're not selling them, somebody else is going to, and they're going to take the other business that's attached to that client right along with it. Jump into the life insurance game today and give us a call at Gordon Marketing. Jim's a valuable resource. He can help do all the heavy lifting for you and put a couple extra bucks in your pocket at the same time. So with that, we're going to have to draw this episode to a close. Be sure to subscribe to our Selling Life and Annuities channel so that you're kept up to date with all of our latest videos. Click the notification bell so when you know when the next episode is coming out. And please like, comment, and share with both other agents that you know, as well as your client. They'll be glad that you did, and they'll drive business your way. But for today, on behalf of Jim Paris and myself, Paul Bechtold, we'd love to say happy selling.